Good day, everyone. My name is Akvilė, and here is my colleague Sandra.
Hey.
And today we're going to tell you our story of our knitwear brand called the Knotty Ones. The Knotty Ones was founded around 5 years ago by me, Sandra, and our third partner, Danutė, who is currently based in New York. And I think the whole idea actually started when we were really, really young. I don't know how about all of you sitting here today, but when I was growing up, and I'm sure the same thing has happened to Sandra, my grandmother and my mother used to dress me in all sorts of knits, starting from knitted pants, tights, sweaters, gloves, everything. And it didn't really matter. I liked it or not. They asked me to wear it all the time because it would make them super proud that I would wear their items that were handmade by themselves. You see here in Lithuania, many of us, we love knitting, and it's something that we know how to do. It's in our roots. Unfortunately, when me and Sandra grew up, we realized that this traditional Lithuanian knitwear is not something that really fits into our wardrobe. On the contrary, while we were traveling through Southeast Asia, after graduating our master's degree, we noticed that local people there are so brilliant at mastering their crafts and traditional crafts and making it wanted at the same time while earning a wage. And so, given our cultural background, as well as the discoveries that we noticed while traveling across the world, we kind of crystallized the idea, well, how about we utilize our traditional craft, knitting, and make a super, super cool sweater that we would actually love to wear ourselves. But not only that, how about we make the sweater that matters not only to us, our consumers, but also to the people who make it. These were the goals that we put for ourselves and that we set for the Knotty Ones to establish. And how did we achieve these goals, or how we are trying to achieve these goals? So firstly, we decided to make sweaters that, as I mentioned before, utilizes our traditional craft knitting, and also which combines Northern aesthetics and contemporary design. Secondly, we decided that our sweaters will be made by the local women who knows the crafts really well and who live in rural areas where the job opportunities are pretty scarce. Thirdly, we decided that our items will be only made by natural materials, given zero tolerance to synthetics, which gives love not only to the people who wears it, to the skin of the people who wears it, but also to the planet as it biodegrades naturally. Last but not the least, while traveling through Asia, we also noticed the black pattern of the fast fashion and the consequences it gives. So we decided we don't want to follow the fast fashion rhythm, meaning create, say, different items every season, and to make our consumers feel bad that the sweater they bought last season is not in fashion anymore. So we decided that our items will be seasonless, meaning that you can still find the same sweater on our website that was 4 years ago. And where do we stand now in terms of some figures? So first of all, although in the first year we started selling mainly to Lithuania, currently 95% of our items are being exported. The few reasons lays behind it. First of all, our price strategy is not so appealing for Lithuanian pocket, unfortunately. And secondly, we find that people across Lithuania appreciate handmade items more. But of course, we feel this thing changing, and we feel much more concerned of Lithuania as well. Secondly, the top countries that we export our items are US, UK, Japan, Germany, and frankly, to the whole world. What is more, although in the first year we were mainly selling our items through retail shops, after a year or so we developed our own online store, and currently around 80% of our items are being sold online. Around 3 months ago, we started also working actively with wholesale, and currently it makes around 20% of our sales. It's been really crazy years for us, and especially 2019, as we managed to grow by 4 times compared to the last year, and it's not even the end of the year. And coming back to the ladies who makes our knitwear, as I mentioned, the ladies who makes our knitwear are the ones who live in the rural areas where the job opportunities are pretty scarce, or they are made to work the works that they don't really like. For example, our knitter Marina, who you can see in the picture, before joining our team, she used to work in Maxima, and after long day shifts, she would come back home and do the knitting to relax her brains. Our knitters can choose their time, however, whenever they want to knit. They can, at the same time, take care of their family, kids, and choose their peaceful time when the husband is not at home and to do the knitwear. Also, we always strive to find new ways how to make the life of the knitters better. And around a year ago, we created this initiative called Fulfilling the Knitter's Dreams. And that's what we did. We asked our knitters, what are you dreaming? What is your dreams? And we collected all of it and put on our website, and added a few extra buttons. And now consumers, while purchasing the knit, they can donate 10 extra euros on top of their price that would go directly to the knitter, fulfilling the knitter dreams. For example, our knitter Aldana dreams to go to Italy with her husband to have a romantic trip that they never did. Our knitter Nijale, she dreams to learn how to cook healthy food and how to lose weight because she has weight problems. Our knitter Marina, she dreamed of learning English because she could not read what our customer says about the knit she made on Instagram. And also she dreamed to start to get driving license because it's pretty hard to navigate for the kids in the rural areas. And thankfully enough, due to the amazing customers of ours, we have managed to already fulfill the dream of Marina, and here you can see yourself.
Mano vardas Marina ir su York and Lithuania dirbu jau 5 metus. Esu vyriausiai mezgėja. Aš visada svajoju gauti vairavimo teises. Įsivaizduokit, atsisėdi su vaikais ir važiuoji kur nori. Šiandien mano pirmoji pamoka.
What is more, this year we decided that while doing the Black Friday, we called it give some, get some. So during this Black Friday, we decided that we're gonna give a 20% discount to our customers that we barely do. Usually we don't do them at all. But at the same time, we're gonna donate 20% of our profits to the kids of our knitters and to their after-school activities. While doing everything what I told you, we also love to have fun along the process. And playing with the names of our knitwear is something that makes us really happy and which is really fun for us. For example, we had a line where we called the knitwear after our ex-boyfriend names, such as Twisted Eric, and make a description, something like, well, the boyfriend wasn't worth to keep, but the sweater certainly was. And here you can also see our all-time bestseller, Heartbreaker Sweater, which was designed by young Lithuanian really talented designer Meškauskaitė-Dobrajs. And we call this sweater Heartbreaker because you literally are wearing each different love story on your sleeves and on your sweater. You can see the nap, which marks different patterns of the sweater, whether it's your first crush, first love, first heartbroken, everything is there on your sweater. And what is more, there is unlimited ways how to really reach our goals and how to be sustainable and responsible. And we always try to include more and more things. And around a year ago, we changed our package to the black package you see on the slide. We sourced it from Australia, where super smart people developed the sweater and made it out of 100% biodegradable materials such as corn. As the package says, after the consumer is done using the package, he can throw it with his food trash container, and before he knows it, the worms will be eating this package for breakfast.
So, the Knotty Ones woman. She's smart, cool, and yet she's caring. And not only she cares about the way she looks, her appearance, she also cares about her surrounding environment, including people who made her clothes. And we truly believe in the idea of women empowering other women. And since we are a female-owned business, we really want to make a positive impact for other women. That's why we became super picky in terms of selecting women, the ones that we choose to work with, name it models, influencers, or just like bloggers. By selecting certain type of women, like the ones you see on the screen, we want to raise those questions such as ethnic and cultural diversity, sex or age diversity. And we want to celebrate together sisterhood and female empowerment. So this is Milda. She is actually 60 years plus woman. And as soon as she entered the room where the photo shoot was about to take place, all the team was shocked and became speechless for a moment. And even if she's like that age, she was shining. She was like, I don't know, like that energy was really exceptional. And we really believe in true natural feminine beauty, and that has nothing to do with, all those polished and suspiciously photoshopped faces that women, they look much younger than they actually are. These are just the women of the Knotty Ones. And when it comes to bloggers, the ones that we select to choose to work with, not necessarily always, but we always try to find those bloggers and people that have social or sustainable angle. Of course, sometimes we have, if we want to reach wider audiences, we have to choose the ones that have high number of followers. What we always say, fashion industry is the one that exploits other women the most. And all those fashion garment factories, 80% of them are female workers. So when our bloggers or people that we work with, when they chase for those fast fashion brands, they actually they're supporting kind of those exploitation of other women. So we actually choose people, the ones that don't give a clue about this. So these are all bloggers that we worked with before. And this is Giedrė Dukauskaitė, and one of our recent collaborations, which we're super proud of. Giedrė is a supermodel. She's Lithuanian, and she's fashion icon, and she's been in fashion industry for the recent 15 years. And she's been a cover girl for magazines such as Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, and Elle, and many more. And being in fashion industry for so long, she experienced that inside kitchen of fashion, and she wanted to leave some footprint and some impact for fashion. So that's why she decided to collaborate with the Knotty Ones. And this is the video that I want you to take a look for a moment, and I will continue afterwards.
My name is Giedrė, and I work as a model.
My name is Vaida. I'm a clinical psychologist, I'm a sailor, and I'm a model.
We've been friends for 11 years. I always like to say, and I think that we met in New York, but she corrects
I always say that we met in Paris.
different memories. What Vaida means to me is endless support.
She inspires me in so many ways. To have someone like this in your life that shows you that you can be whoever you want.
We kind of grow up in a man's world where we're told we're too sensitive, we're too dramatic, crazy. I've been called everything. Live your life. There's a real empowerment in female friendship, and this is from women.
It just didn't finish somehow. It's just from woman to woman made by other women. So we're super proud of that collaboration. So with every knit that you saw in the video, with every purchase, clients can fund 1 hour psychologist consultation for women that experienced violence in their families. So this knit supports Vilnius Women Crisis Center, and this is a non-profit organization. So all the funds from exact amount of that order goes straight to that organization. This is a slide showing some media coverage. We never really were like so excited about that, but I think it's kind of a milestone for us, being featured by such magazines as InStyle, and Vogue also is going to be published in February soon. So it's kind of a nice thing to be published on these. And this is our team. We're based between Lithuania, Vilnius, and New York, so we're always on Skypes and emails and Slacks and all the apps available. We are all just best friends who once decided that we really wanted to be not only cool, but we want to be nice people. Just thinking through all the process that we came through in recent years, all those business challenges and etc., business growth, it's very nice to admit that besides being business partner, we remain to be best friends. And that's really challenging. And we're super proud of our business and all the footprint and a good job that we're doing for fashion industry. So thank you.
Lovely. Don't go anywhere. 1 second. Ladies and gentlemen, the Knotty Ones, I have a couple of questions for you. I don't know, we can share this microphone if anything,
Sure.
but I found this very, very inspiring. And what I noticed is that there's a lot of different competencies you have. There's a lot of knowledge. And so there's kind of like a social sensitivity, but then there's also an idea of how communication works, of how the marketing should work. And I wanted to ask 2 questions concerning this. The first one has to do with how you bring different competencies in your team and how different people do different things and how you divide that. And so that's the first question.
Go ahead.
I can start. So firstly, we are always very happy that we have totally different opinions on everything, and which brings to the table like different influence. And in terms of the competences, we have divided the work in a way that I am responsible for the production. Mainly, Danutė is our key communication person. She's the brand voice. And Sandra is our CEO. She overviews everything from sales, finances, bloggers, and etc. And maybe you would like to add something.
I also want to add that since the very beginning of our company, everything what we did for our company, so communication, strategies, we did by ourselves. Even photo shoots we did by ourselves. I did because I'm kind of a photographer. So with the business growth, we decided that naturally that we want to outsource some of the competences, but we still have a lot of competences inside in-house.
So that highlights the importance of having people who you can enjoy working with, but bring different things to the table, right? So there's one more question, which I think is for me is very important, is you bring in a lot of really cool ideas. You're very clearly very creative. But how do you decide what becomes innovation and what doesn't come into the mix? Because you have the issue where you're supporting women through the psychological thing. You have the very interesting idea with using the ex-boyfriends and the love things. You have all these things. Do you have a process, or do you have a way you maintain balance when it comes to idea and implementing?
It's a good question. I think everything just goes naturally with the flow. And once we just don't have like a strategy, like how this process is going to be. We just have a strategy, the picture that we see ourselves in the future. Like the main focus is for the knitters and for the social impact. But in the meantime, we have fun in the process. So with all those names, descriptions, we don't want to make it like a formal thing, like let's sit and let's develop the idea of this description, but let's have fun in the process. So.
Yeah, and I would like to add that the key term is democracy. Every idea we have, it has to come through 3 of us, and we have to vote on it. And if it passes, then it goes through.
And if it doesn't, you just have nothing to do. Just like be happy with democracy.
Amazing, creative, successful, beautiful, and also democratic and fun. Lovely. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.